Hello, Edward Freeman with Fellowship of Christian Webmasters and God's Network of Christian Sites, GNCSO Network. We're here to do a little short video on cropping and pasting what you've cropped into another photo. We're going to go ahead and pull up a couple of photos that I was working with earlier as I was trying to work with this video. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this smiley face out of this picture by selecting the selection tool. But down here in the drop down, we're going to go with freeform selection due to the fact that it's round, and the other is, the rectangular selection and only select square. So what we're going to do is zoom in on this photo a little bit first by clicking on our magnifier. That's too big, so right click. We're left clicking to make it bigger, right clicking to make it smaller. We go back to our selection tool, and it's not going to be perfect, but we're just going to try to do us a little outline of the smiley face. Just select it. A lot of white going in there. Once it's selected, hit crop, and you see that takes everything away from your photo. Now we can zoom in a little more and touch up that just a little bit. Click on our pencil. We get our eyedropper and make sure we get the right color. Click on the black, throws you back to your pencil. Make sure you've got a small size when you're working with these real small ones. And we're just going to do a little bit of touch up, not a whole lot, because we're just doing a little sample here anyway. We're going to right click and left click to zoom in on that area. Go back to our paintbrush, our pencil, sorry. And get in there. We've got this little white area. So let's grab the yellow right there with our eyedropper and go to our paint bucket and just fill in that little, whoop, hit the wrong one, undo. Maybe I should zoom in right, nope. Let me zoom in a little bit and get that. It's 2 pixels. We could use our paintbrush, but we got it with a paint bucket. Alright, zoom out. We'll remove this little black streak here. We'll click on our pencil. We're going to grab the white this time. So we'll go to eyedropper white and zoom in a little. And just take it, go over the black pixels here where it's supposed to be white. That would be good enough. Now we've got just our smiley face, and it looks halfway decent. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and select this with our rectangular. Select the whole smiley face here. Copy. And then we're going to go and pull up another file, a warning picture. And one of the problems with Paint is it don't have multiple windows, multiple layers and everything. It's just basic one photo image to work with. And in a few minutes we're going to show you the PaintShop Pro X3 the better way you can work with copying and pasting and cutting and cropping and all that stuff with that program. But anyway, we wanted to open our other image, so it's just want to know if we want to save this or not. We're not going to save it. We've got it copied to our clipboard. So we pull up our warning sign, and being that our smiley face is copied to our clipboard, we're going to paste it and move our mouse down here, double arrows, and resize. Too small. Right about there. We'll move it over here. And now we're going to unselect by right clicking, and we're going to fill in this white area here. We'll zoom in a little bit. Now we'll get our eyedropper to get the right color of yellow, and we'll use our paint bucket. Fill in these large areas. We just click the white area and it fills in the white areas. Now you can take your paint bucket and still try to fill in all these, or you could take your pencil, maybe zoom in real close and just sort of draw in all these white areas. If you mess up like that, just hit undo. Just draw across a few lines, you know, just fill in all these white areas if you want to. It'll take a while. We're not going to mess with that right now. We're going to go over to Paint Shop Pro X3 and show you how we can copy and paste in there. Okay, we're back over here now into Corel Paint Shop Pro X3, which is not the most updated version of the program. They do have an X4, but you can actually get this X3 version for like, I think it's $39.99 or something like that. Now with this, you can see we can open both of our images and work with them independently. And it's basically the same as far as the selection tools and everything. They're located differently. But we have freehand selection, and with this you can actually select the photo, and if you have a mouse with a roller wheel, you can roll it and actually zoom in to where you want to zoom in a lot easier. And we're going to do our little outline, same as we did in Paint, which I'm getting a lot more white color here it seems. Once we get it selected, you'll notice the line sort of moves, means that's selected. We're going to hit Edit, Copy. Just minimize that. Then we're going to Edit, Paste as a new image. We're going to try to doctor it up a little bit. See the white area right there? We're going to take our eraser tool, and it's set at 1, so that ought to be pretty good. Zoom in a little more. We'll have to erase a lot of this. That's one way of doing it, or you can just select your image there, Edit, Copy, select the one you're going to paste it onto, Edit, paste this new layer. It's too big, so let's undo that. Let's size this to fit in this area here. So we'll select it, Image, Resize, and let's go 25%. You can also go pixels, but I like percent. 25% of this size here. Too small. So we'll undo that. Image resize, go 50. As you notice, both the height and width are locked in right here. Lock aspect ratio. You can unlock that and set that one to say 52, and that will stay at 50. But I like to lock them at 50. Hit Enter, and let's just drag it over there and see if it'll be about the right size. Still a little too big. Image resize. Let's go 80% of that. Okay. And that ought to be okay. So let's edit. Copy this to our clipboard. Select this image here. Edit. Paste as a new layer. Then we're going to have to get our little move tool. Move them over in place. That looks pretty well lined up. Then we can zoom in and see the white areas. Now with this program, you got the little dropper tool right here. Grab our yellow, same as with Paint. You have to bucket. And let's zoom in with our roller a little more. And if you notice, it does a lot better job with the feel, as they call it, filling in color, than Paint did. But of course, you know, Paint is free with most computers, and this program you have to buy it. So, you know, I've always heard you get what you pay for. And we're going to add a little something here. I like his big white eyes, but we're going to try to make his eyes blue. So let's click over here on our color thing here and select us a blue color. Dark. Nah. do some light blue. We'll do some sky blue. Click with our paint bucket here and fills it in. And we can touch it up. Put a little black. We can touch his eyes up a little bit. These blues. So go back to our blue. It's not going to look too good. It's sort of like you got wide-eyed glasses on or something. So we'll put a little black right here in the middle. Some pupils. There we go. That ain't too bad. If you want his background, we'll change it. We can go our color again. Pick anywhere from our color spectrum here. Give us some purple background eyes. Back to our paintbrush, by paint bucket though. And just background. It's really sweet programming. The good thing is so you can have all your files still open and everything. This is the original. Just like that. You got your original. You've got your smiley face that you took out and the other photo you're working with. And when you're working with paint and you're working with multiple images, you're actually going to have to open several different instances or different windows of paint in order to move them back and forth. This program is well worth the money you pay for it if you're going to be doing imaging, or even if you're just going to be editing some of your home photos, because it's got this Express Lab. You can just take red eye out. Let's see what kind of red eye. I've never done red eye on a blue-eyed smiley face. You can take the blue out too. It's a really nice program and well worth it if you want to do some imaging. I'm going to stop here and say that's all of our help video for now. But before I go though, let me go ahead and switch back to the rectangular selection and let you see here all the different tools you get for just for selection. And we're going to take out our warning. We can do it. We can actually even just move it around. I don't know, we can't. Not yet, because we're not on the right layer or something. Anyway, it's a nice little program where you got a lot more power than with paint. The computer's running a little slow. But if you're interested in this program, I sent a link. I'll try to post a link with the comment on this video so that you can download the Corel Paint Shop Pro X3 or X4, whichever you'd like. And like I said, of course, the paint program comes with the computer, so you've already got that. And hopefully we'll do some more videos on this soon. Until then, may God bless you, and visit us over there at God's Network and all of our other Christian sites, Fellowship of Christian Webmasters. And you can also visit us over on the internet at God's Network of ChristianSites.org. Until then, we'll talk to you later.